Wait, we need an intro.
Oh yeah.
Hey.
Hey guys. I hope that you keep the part that says we need an intro. I feel like that should be the intro.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're here
In my bathtub.
in Molly's bathtub with a big cushion. It's lovely.
We never ate Rice Krispie treats. Okay, so this is the intro of the video, but actually it's the end of the video.
Over here, we have Rice Krispie treats.
We're gonna go eat those. You enjoy this video. Hey, that was a good intro.
Yeah, that was good.
Hi.
Hey.
So just so you know, this camera setup is you being held via pop socket in between Christy's toes.
There's only one way, and it's the best way.
Welcome to our mukbang. Welcome. Yay. So, okay, what do we have to eat, Christy?
We got Green Machine, Naked Juice, 100% juice.
Christy, get your toes in order.
Okay. Oh, my shirt is like... Oh, I'm sorry. There we go. I'm sorry.
Okay, we have blackberries. Always good. All of the blueberries.
Nothing.
Here, you hold the blueberries. Cherries for Christy Nelson to spit into a bag. Pineapple. Ooh, good choice.
Oh, I made it into the bag!
I'm so proud of you.
Yes. We got pineapple.
We got candy bars.
The best.
And mango.
Oh, and back
tango.
there?
There's your bag for cherry pits.
And back there we got 40
Rice
Krispie treats. Actually, 36 because we gave 3 to my brother in the parking lot and I ate one.
I didn't notice you ate one.
Oh, I did.
That's so funny. Okay. So I'm gonna be late to David's birthday thing. But it's okay because I'm the one planning it, so.
Yeah, also, just to get this straight, he said 4-ish.
Which means 5-ish, which is
basically
basically
6. So, we're good.
So I'm just gonna eat some fruit and talk with my bestie. I'm really impressed that you're able to do that.
Thank you. I'm really impressed with myself. I'm not very good at spinning usually.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm proud of you. Good job. That's gross.
This is so amusing to me.
It has a little like...
I dare you to eat it anyway.
Okay.
Okay. You guys like my double hoops?
I shouldn't have done that.
I'm so sorry. Here, let's open this sucker around.
Okay. So, we were going to make a video about all of our piercings and tattoos because she has all the piercings and I have all the tattoos.
I kind of want a belly button piercing just because I have a lot of piercings and it would be like a nice addition.
Yeah.
But also like scary, and also like if anyone in my family found out, they would be so shook. But that's also like an encouragement to me. Like, that's funny.
That's funny.
Because no one would expect Christy Nelson to come out with a belly button piercing.
Oh, I would.
Well,
I'm surprised you don't already have one.
You're surprised I haven't done it myself at a sleepover.
Oh, that's what I was going to tell you earlier. I went to my sister Isla's sleepover.
Oh, I missed.
Because she's like 13 or 12 or something. 12? 13?
13, I think.
She's a youngin'. But she had a sleepover for her birthday. Her friends, as soon as I walked in to hand her birthday Starbucks, her friends go, "Will you pierce our ears?" I said, "Okay." And then I said, "Wait, I have to ask my dad." And then my dad said no, so. But I would fully pierce your ear because you're 18, so yeah, I don't have to ask my dad to.
Yeah,
pierce
it's
your
like
ear.
when I gave you a tattoo, 2 tattoos. I was like, okay, so we were in the parking lot at night in the dark of the skate park in Dixon.
As you do.
You know how one
You
does.
probably shouldn't say where we live. I'm gonna have to bleep that out.
Yeah, bad choice. Anyway, moving right along. So,
Moving right along.
Anyway, we were in the parking lot, and there was like a police officer that has to like patrol the area with like a flashlight with like to see if there are a bunch of hooligans, you know, doing stuff they shouldn't. And he kept like flashing the flashlight into our car as he drove past, and sorry, my toes are wiggling a lot. Oh. Anyway, and so, but I was like, okay, literally what can he do? Because I wasn't being paid to do it, so I don't have to have a license. because it's not how things work.
Mm-hmm.
And she is old enough to have a tattoo on her own decision, so like can't get in trouble. And then I was a minor, so like if for some reason I got in trouble, it wouldn't have been a big deal at the time.
For a second, when you said I was a minor, I imagined like a dwarf, like a minor.
Oh, it's so good.
And Snow White. But yeah, Christy Nelson gave me 2 stick and poke tattoos, and I have 3 others from other friends. This is the one that's the most visible. Can you see it? I don't know where it is. Oh, it's right there. It's not hard to see. There's a little man with a hat in the moon. I'll show you close-ups of all my tattoos another time.
Wait. We have an adjustable camera.
Ben's like, adjustable camera. That's that tattoo. Fun fact about that tattoo. Out of all of my friends who were giving me tattoos, one of them is an amazing artist.
Incredible.
Like, legitimately everything she does, I'm just like, dang. Can you?
Yeah.
Like that? There you go. Anyways, so she was the one that I was not worried about at all. I was like, yes, you're gonna give me a tattoo, it's gonna be great no matter what. Oof.
There we go.
The one Hannah gave me was that one.
It started off as a cute ocean wave, and then I don't know what happened.
She said the wave looks like a hat, so she made it a hat, and then the hat needs a face, and then someone else told her to put a moon around it, so she did. It's one of my favorites, though. I will literally never regret it.
I love it.
And so I kind of want to color it in sometimes. But yeah, I have some butter on my ankle from Christy Nelson and some toast on my shoulder. Her sister wrote "I love you" on my shoulder, and my other friend Matt put an exclamation point on my foot. So
Over there.
Nope, you're really bad at this. Quit trying to be an adjustable camera. You are a camera that is set. Can you see it now? Can you see it now? I don't know how that works. I can't see you because
From this angle, it looks like an eye.
That's
also,
true.
I love that this video is gonna be like.
Oh shoot! Here, give me your toes again.
You can just see my thigh flexing trying to grab it.
Everything's fine. This video is gonna be a hot mess, but that's okay.
I love it.
I'm gonna dig into some of this mango
I
because
really want some of that.
oh my gosh, good choices, Christy Nelson. Okay. I love that I call my friends by their first and last names.
You know what? I love that. In Hawaii, some of my friends. Oh, this is a nice and juicy one.
Is it good?
It was. Some of my friends called me by, because I really like it when people call me by my middle name, like my first and middle name.
Elise.
Christy
I win.
Elise. I win. I really
Best
like,
Friend of the Year award.
I really like it when people call me like my first and middle name together because I think it sounds cute. Or like, I really like when people just call me by my middle name, but I can't like. In my mind, I don't want to, like, ask people to do that, but, like, it's so special to me if someone does that, which it barely ever happens. And so, anyway, a bunch of my friends in Hawaii, they'll call me by, like, Christy Elise or just Elise if they're, like, really happy. And it was, like, the cutest thing, like, in my entire life. And, like, they'll still text me, like, a nice message and say, like, Elise, and it's, like, the cutest thing.
That's so nice.
I know.
You know, okay, speaking of names, I've been spelling mine wrong recently. On purpose.
Okay.
My mom spells it one way because that's how my name is spelled, and I've been spelling it wrong with a Y.
Really?
Yeah, and I told my mom, and she was like, "Why?" She got really mad at me, like really offended. I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." So I guess I gotta change back. Like,
why did you start doing it though?
I don't know. Like, I just felt it.
Understandable.
It was just a vibe that I felt I had to pursue.
I understand that 100%. I don't know why. I feel like names should be like. Did you hear that noise come out of my mouth? Anyway, I feel like names should be more.
Ooh.
Like it should be okay to.
Ripe mango is everything. I'm sorry, I'm listening.
It's okay. I feel like names should be like. You should be more able to like. Change it up, you know? I feel like people like find it weird, like when you're like, oh, call me this, it's cute, and they're like, why? Like that's not your name. And I think that's stupid. Just call your friends cute nicknames. It's good.
I think it's stupid. Just call your friends cute nicknames.
It's true.
That's fair. I don't know. I've never really had a preference on any sort of source of identification at all, to be honest. Like,
Valid.
a person could fully just call me. Okay, so I lost storage on my camera, so I put this back. So we made the storage again, and that's okay. Cool. Back to where we were. Guys, have you ever tried the Zero bars? They look like this. Christy hasn't tried them, so I'm gonna have her try. I actually don't remember what they taste like, but I remember them being good. Oh, look. It's white. That's exciting.
Look. Oh, I can smell it.
Caramel peanut almond nougat covered with white fudge.
White fudge, not even white chocolate.
Okay, there.
Oh, look at that cross
It's
section.
kind of like a Milky Way, but like different.
Look at that cross section.
Thoughts?
That is so good.
It was good.
What the heck?
Oh my god, that was really good.
Wow.
Oh, you hit me.
Oh, the flavor's like changing as I chew more.
Right? I'm confused. It's like an everlasting gobstopper.
I love it.
Or maybe it's not. No, it's not like the everlasting gobstopper. It's like the gum.
It changes.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving meal.
We're just eating fruit and candy. This is what we're doing with our lives.
It's a good life.
That's dusty up there. I'll put on my jeans. Okay, Christian Nelson. What's the coolest thing you've ever done?
Okay, well, I think things are like cool in different ways for different reasons, but when I think of like the word cool, what accompanies it in my mind relating to myself is definitely like this skater version of myself, you know? So I think cool things I've done are like skating and giving you a tattoo, piercing my own ear. Like those are the kinds of things that pop into my head when I think cool things. But like there are different things I've done that are like cool, but they're different. What do you think the coolest thing is that you've done?
That I've done?
And then what I've done. What do you think is the coolest thing I've
I
done?
think the coolest thing I did was decide last minute to take a 24-hour trip to Reno. And I just did it.
Yeah, I like that.
We, last minute, we're like, we have 24 hours free,
Ooh.
and so decided to go to Reno and drove all the way there and got a hotel and spent some time in the mountains. Oh my gosh. It was me and my friend. We were driving down the mountains. There was snow. The sun was setting. We were holding hands. Our favorite song was playing in the background, and wild horses galloped in front of our car.
No way.
I'm not joking. It happened.
That is magical.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think on that note, the coolest thing I can think of is this summer. I went to Hawaii for 2 months. Just got a job and went. So that was cool. Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, but then while I was there, what was even cooler is that really last minute. So I've never been on like a backpacking trip. Like I've gone camping like with my family, but I've never just like gone backpacking where you like carry all your stuff and hike out and camp and then like hike. And I've never gone without like my parents and stuff. And so this summer, I was with my friends that I worked with, and last second, like literally like we had to leave in like an hour or something if we were still gonna go. And last second, we just decided to go on a backpacking trip up this mountain peak, Kuli'o'o Ridge Mountain. And the whole backpacking trip, I was carrying like 50 pounds of stuff straight up this mountain to the very peak, and it was like the total hike, like by the time we had finished and like got back, was 14 miles, and it was like straight up and down. And I had like 2 asthma attacks, like it was wild, but it was the coolest thing. And then like we hiked all the way up in the dark because we decided to do it when the sun was about to set, and it was multiple miles straight up. It was like, I think the elevation was like 2,200 feet or something. And so we hiked all the way up, but then we forgot the stakes for our tent, and it was really windy at the top, and we couldn't set up our tents.
Aww.
And so we hiked back down 2 miles, which so we were still like 3 miles up, but we had to hike back down 2 miles, and then we set up our tents there, and then started a fire and stuff and camped there. And then we woke up before the sunrise, and we hiked all the way back up those 2 miles and watched the sunrise on the mountain peak.
Oh my God.
And it was the most beautiful thing. Like, golden, like, you could see the whole island. Like, you could see the top of other mountains. And it was just all, like, golden. And, like, it was the most beautiful thing I've ever seen.
So gorgeous.
And I, like, started to tear up. I was like...
I would have cried, yeah.
I literally did. I was like, is this really my life? Like, is this what I'm doing right now? Like, what the heck?
That's what I felt literally the whole weekend in Reno. I was like, what even happened? Like... 4 hours ago, I was in Dixon. Like,
yeah.
dang, I have to just bleep that out again. I'm really bad at this. Oh, my foot's going numb. That's okay. We'll deal with it later. What was I gonna say? Oh, you know, Napa is, because like everyone's like, oh, Napa's beautiful, and I've spent almost a lot of my summers in Napa because I work there sometimes, but I never thought it was beautiful ever. I was like ew. Like, and maybe that's just because like I'm like very prejudiced and biased, and it's a stereotype about like snooty rich people in Napa, and I fully like buy into that stereotype because it's kind of fun to be like Napa. Like, yeah. Anyways, so I never like looked around and was like, wow, it's gorgeous, until I woke up early one day to drive out there before sunrise so that I could get there as soon as a bakery opened. Because my favorite bakery is out there, and I wanted to bring some to David to. And we have the best donuts out there. Oh my God! Shout out to Buttercream Bakery in Napa. They are everything. Go to get their custard-filled chocolate donuts.
Link in the description.
Right? No, so I like went out there, bought these donuts early, and then on the drive back, the sun was rising, and because it was early, it was really foggy because they're up kind of in the Napa, in the mountains. So there was like sunrise and fog through this like mountain pass that I was driving, and I was like, dang, okay, I get it now. Napa really is beautiful.
Yeah,
like
I love that. Here, let me show you this real quick. You might have seen this on my Instagram.
Okay.
This is.
Oh wow.
Part of it.
Can you see that, guys?
Can you see that?
That's amazing.
That's the top of a mountain in Hawaii.
I'm opening these Twixes for you because Chrissy picked Twix as her candy. Good choice.
Solid.
I feel like a Twix is kind of like a cigar for kids.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Would you ever smoke a cigar? Have you ever smoked a cigar?
I haven't. Brandon smokes pipes all the time, and he smokes a cigar, but the thing is, I have asthma, and I think I would die. So I probably won't. But I'm not
probably
like,
a good choice.
I'm not like against it, but
I smoke cigars on bad days. It's the one thing that I like let myself do that's negative on bad days. Because, okay, like I will never like drink on bad days, right? Because I don't want to become like an alcoholic. Like, and I just know my personality, and I know that would happen really quickly.
That's good.
So like anytime I drink, it's only on good days, like celebrating days.
That's so good.
But like smoking a cigar, like people don't become addicted to smoking cigars. Like it doesn't ruin their life. Like cigarettes maybe, but like that's not a thing that happens. Like,
yeah.
So like on rough days, I'll be like, I'm gonna sit here and smoke this cigar.
You know what's really good though? Best thing. Chocolate cigarettes. My favorite.
Chocolate Band-Aids, I love.
Ooh! That's like, you can't get better. Ooh, you know what's also good? Those chocolate rocks. Do you love chocolate rocks?
I love everything chocolate.
Okay, fun fact. I actually don't really like chocolate. I like Twix bars because it's mostly not chocolate. It's mostly cookie and caramel.
You like chocolate rocks?
But I like chocolate rocks so much. Because I like the crunch of like the different kinds of rocks.
Are they from Ghirardelli?
Maybe.
Do you get them in San Francisco?
Yeah.
I think they're from Ghirardelli.
Yeah, probably.
Ghirardelli Square has my favorite statue of all time.
Really?
Yeah, my favorite statue is this statue. It's in a water fountain of a mermaid breastfeeding her baby mermaid. It's one of my favorite. It's just gorgeous.
I've never even seen
It's
that.
in the center of Ghirardelli Square, but like it's a whole bunch of mermaids like in this fountain, and one of them is a mom mermaid breastfeeding her baby mermaid. A little baby mermaid tail.
That's so cute.
Plus, also, I'm so here for breastfeeding in public, and like, where is more public than Ghirardelli Square? Like,
True.
do you have a favorite statue, Christy? Yes.
Absolutely. I can't think of a favorite statue, but I really appreciate statues. Okay, wait, actually, it's gonna sound real basic, but I can't remember the name. But at the Louvre, you know, there's like the famous, like the most beautiful woman thing, and it has no arms.
Yeah. You really like that
I
one?
love that. I saw it because I went to the Louvre.
I saw it in Hercules.
And I drew it. After I saw it at the Louvre, then I like drew the statue. And like I just think it's a really good one. Like it's just like really wholesome, I think. Like people think it's like the most beautiful. It's like known in history as like the most beautiful woman statue of her, and like and she's just like like a normal body type, no arms. Like, I don't know, it's quality.
Normal body type, no arm.
You know what I mean? But like, it's not like this super
If you
model
don't have
statue.
arms, you are one step closer to being the most beautiful woman in the world.
I don't know what I just did. I like took a kiss and like.
Wait, that's how I want all my kisses from now on. Thanks. I love that. Alright, we should probably wrap up.
Probably my
Because
toe is
I'm
numb.
really late.
My toe is literally numb. How do you?
Thanks for joining us with our fruit mukbang.
Yes. Wait, can I for the outro? Can I spit a cherry seed into the camera?
Yeah, ready, set, go.
Ah!
You have time. You don't have to do it now. Go.
I feel like I've gained 26 pounds since starting